Hi guys, welcome back. So as you can see from the title, because there are no lies there, this is a rant video. So if you clicked on this, be prepared to watch a rant video. I know that some people just click on them to dislike them, and that's fine as well. I just hope that most of you will sit and listen to everything that I have to say in this video before you start judging me or attacking me or thinking I'm a horribly negative, drama-filled person. So if you want to find out what we're going to be talking about today and hear my opinions on it and why I'm a little bit peeved right now, then just sit tight and we'll get right into it. So like I said in the title, I want to talk about why I don't trust people, especially on social media, and my problem with that right now and where I'm at since I've started my YouTube channel. As most of you know, but maybe not a lot of you because I do have a lot of new subscribers, I did not start my YouTube channel to be YouTube famous, to make a ton of money. I didn't even know you could make money on YouTube until 3 months into having a channel. I had no idea about that because I was only a viewer for a short time before I really started, at least of the beauty channels, like of the beauty community. I was only a short viewer for a short amount of time before I started my own channel. So I didn't have any friends or fellow subscriber friends that told me like the ins and outs and the behind the scenes of stuff that was happening on YouTube. So I had no idea. So I did not start my channel with the intent of making money, having fans, being famous, none of that. I just wanted to make friends. I was a stay-at-home mom. I was lonely. I needed something to distract me. I love makeup, always have, always will. So I was like, oh dang, like I have a laptop with a webcam, why not? And I started my channel. I automatically thought that I would make friends and these people could be trusted because they were on a website where they were, you know, just looked at by so many people. They were under a microscope. That it was this loving community that I would make so many friends and have so many opportunities. And then as I grew and I started realizing you could make money and I knew I could help out my family, I really wanted to take part in that because I wanted to be able to help out my family and feel like an adult and feel like I was contributing to my family as an adult, financially, anything that I could do. And if I could do that while doing something that I absolutely love so much and like it's a huge passion and hobby of mine, then hell yes, I took advantage of that. You know, so I dealt with a lot of companies at that point, and my channel grew and I met so many of you guys and so many of you became my friends. I made so many fellow creator friends being on here, and at first, it was like the more the merrier, you know? I reached out to everybody, I answered everybody, I was friends with anybody who wanted to be my friend, and that's where the problems started. And my problem here is the fact that I used to be the #1 person, and you could probably still see these on my channel if you go back, and I have a playlist of my rants, that bitched about bigger YouTubers who won't reply to the subscribers, they won't reply to fellow creators, they only have these cliques. And I would bitch about it all the time. And lately, I completely understand why they do what they do. Now, don't get me wrong, there are people out there who are complete assholes. Smaller channels who just won't write people back because they feel like, I'm the YouTuber, I'm looking down at all of you, I don't have to write you back. You know, or they're just too lazy and stuff. There are a ton of those kind of creators out there, big and small. But a huge portion of it is the fact that creators, subscribers, companies, none of us trust each other, and for very, very good reason. Now, my time on here, I have made and lost a shit ton of friends, and I mean a shit ton, and most of them were for the most absurd reasons. Because one of the biggest problems here with creators and companies together is that there's too much assumptions and not enough adult conversation. Like, you assume something's about you, and instead of going to that person, you just go off on your own rant, or you start jabbing at them, you know, taking jabs and talking shit, or you just totally unfollow them. There are subscribers who will pretend to be your friend just to go and get information from you and then run to another party. They are pot stirrers. They love to turn that fucking shit pot. Then, you know, there are companies who will screw you over in the worst way possible. The worst way possible. You know, and there's just, it comes from every single direction, you guys. I've had people that I thought were my friends that ran right to Guru Gossiper over an assumption and started talking shit about me. There are people who I attached myself from for very good, valid reasons to myself that they used to tell me how certain creators were the people to not trust. Don't trust these people. I know they're part of something. And then the moment that we decide to go our separate ways, they're best friends with these people. You know, and I see this from people who I got so close to that I would call them my best friend, and I would treat them like a true best friend. You know, I put a lot of effort and love into these relationships and these friendships just to be screwed over almost at every single level from a lot of them. Now, there are a few people that I trust. It is a small circle, and I trust them so much with everything that it can be considered a clique. When it's not. It's me having my guard up because I've been screwed over by so many people so many times that I just gave up, and I am giving up. I'm giving up with a lot of things of trusting new people, making new friends, trusting anyone at this point. There are very select few people that I actually trust, and it's all because I sit back and watch what people do, like their actions, and I always get screwed over. I always constantly get screwed over. If I decide to actually stand up for what I believe in, I'm labeled as negative or drama-filled, and I lose subscribers and friends. Or if I stand up for what I believe in, which is on one person's side versus the other, then I have subscribers that are like, oh, you're supporting him or her? Okay, well, I don't want anything to do with you anymore. I didn't realize you were like that, Niki. And it's just like, in the adult world, you're going to have people out there who are friends with people that you don't like. For your own personal reasons, you're not going to like these people. But that doesn't mean that just because one of your friends is friends with someone you don't like, you automatically hate them. That is high school bullshit. It's high school bullshit. And because I care about my subscribers and my friends, I always try to reach out. I always try to keep that communication open. You know, tell your side. I don't care if we have a heated conversation. It doesn't mean that we have to end our friendship or hate each other because we have two different opposing views. And that is, there's no loyalty there. There's no trust there with anybody versus companies versus fellow creators versus subscribers. There's just no trust there. And while you may be someone who is completely trustworthy, you might be going at a creator or a subscriber or anything, a company, you may be going at someone who's like me, who's been screwed over so many times by so many different people, companies, YouTubers, viewers, that they're guarded. They have this huge guard up because they've been screwed over so many times so deeply that they've just given up. At this point, I have to honestly say that I feel completely mind-fucked. And that's how I feel when it comes to friendship and trust here on YouTube or social media in general. Because I still to this day have YouTube creators who are pretending to be my friend while they're not genuine, and their intentions are not genuine. And I know that because I have a lot of friends. I have a lot of people who watch out for me, and they do show me proof of things, you know, and I sit back and I just wait for that time. But it hurts. It really hurts when you don't feel like you can trust anyone. Like at the point where I help so many people out on my channel. I shout people out constantly. I mean, just the other week, I think every single video I did it was shouting out someone to some degree. And I even shout out people that I don't really care for, you know, but I do know that their channel content is good and that they can be helpful for some of my subscribers. So I shout them out anyway. I put my pride aside for a lot of things on YouTube, and I like to not try to be catty. I like to try to be an adult, whether I'm online or off. And I don't get that same, you know, respect in return. You know, I'm constantly trying to help people out. I collab with people to try to help their channels. Most of the time it doesn't help me out at all. And I'm finding it very hard to want to do that anymore because it seems like at this point, the people that I shout out next week could be someone that's screwing me over, or the people that I collab with are only collabing with me for me to help them out. It doesn't help me out in any sense because most of the time they are way smaller than me, or even if they are bigger, their views are the same size as mine or smaller. So what they get versus what I get is drastically different. And it's been this way since I've been on YouTube. And I think that the only person who ever truly helped me out with my channel in that sense was Vanessa, that.I, and she shouted me out, and I got a bunch of subscribers for that, and I didn't ask for it. I was just her friend. I was genuine with her, and she was genuine with me, and that that's something that you don't see a lot happening anymore on YouTube. And I really think that the biggest problem with it is that people just don't trust each other, because one week you're acting like best friends, the next week you're enemies. And that's a problem also with subscribers, is subscribers are being torn different ways, because one day you're friends with someone, the next day you're not, then you're friends again, and then you're not. And it's just a bunch of high school bullshit that causes a lot of people to put up their guard, and they're just done. But they love making content, you guys. Creators love making content, so we will always make content, but us replying to viewers, or us getting attached to viewers, or friends with them, or friends with fellow creators, it starts to fizzle out and not become so fun as it used to be when you first start, because you have that guard up. You don't trust anybody, because 9 times out of 10 those people are going to screw you over in some way, or they end up being a scammer or a very bad person, or just so drama filled and negative that you just can't handle it. And you can do no right here on YouTube. I can't stand up for anybody because I'll lose a bunch of subscribers. I can't voice my opinion because I'll lose a bunch of subscribers and friends, fellow creator friends. I can't do anything or I'll lose friends and subscribers. And at this point, I've just decided I don't fucking care anymore. I love YouTube. I'm going to make the videos I make. I'm going to make them how I want to make them. And if people don't like them, then that's their problem. And I have a circle of friends that I trust very much, and that's where it's going to stay, because I can't trust anybody anymore. And it makes you, it gives you this level of being desensitized to all of it. And at some point, you either have to get off that horse, or you have to put more armor on and keep going. And that's the kind of person I am, is I'm going to put that armor on and keep going. But I hate how there's no loyalty between anybody, not even companies. There's no loyalty at all. It's like you're in a war zone as a creator, and then you get bashed if you have that guard up and you don't trust anybody. You get bashed for being someone who doesn't write back to comments, or you're cold, or you know, you are snubby, you know, snobby, you snub your nose at people. You get labeled things. I mean, the amount of assumptions from everybody, friends, subscribers, companies, creators, haters, all of them, the level of assumptions that goes on social media is disgusting. It's fucking disgusting, because 9 times out of 10, no one's right when they're assuming anything. Now, I know a lot of you may be like, girl, you are making no sense. You are jetting everywhere. And that's because this topic disgusts me. It totally disgusts me, because I came on YouTube being genuine for a genuine reason, which was to make friends. And now I'm at the point where I try to avoid friendships because of how bad the outcome has been almost every single time I've made a friendship. It's just, it's ridiculous. And the level of, you can do for me as much as you want, but I won't do for you, is ridiculous. The amount of assumptions is ridiculous. Betrayal, drama. I mean, I don't know how many people a while back told me I was full of drama, I was negative, it was me, 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 me. And then when you end that friendship, you find out that not only are they friends with someone they told you you shouldn't fucking trust at all, but they're also so freaking chin deep in drama and other people's drama themselves that you're just standing there like, I thought it was me that was the problem. You know, I don't know how many times from so many angles people on YouTube or social media have told me I was the one full of fucking drama. Full of drama. Even my haters say that. But I'm sitting here for months now not being in any kind of drama. Maybe a short one on Twitter, but no real kind of real drama. And yet all these people that said I was nothing but drama have been circling their own drama that wasn't even involving them. You know, getting into someone else's drama, starting their own drama, being petty. They're starting all this shit all by themselves, with Niki sitting back here going, yeah, it was me, wasn't it? I honestly feel like I'm becoming jaded or bitter, and I see a lot of people becoming jaded and bitter. I see a lot of YouTubers making videos about them being in a rut, or them being depressed, or, you know, people screwing them over. And that's because, honestly, you can't trust people on YouTube these days, and it's fucking sad. It's really, really sad. You know, you can't collab with someone because you don't know their true intentions. You can't shout someone out anymore because you won't get that same respect, and you don't know if next week you're going to hate that person or not, or they're going to do something so fucked up to you after getting that shout out that you're going to be like, damn, I need to delete that video. Like, it's just so much drama that goes on here, so much lying and backstabbing and assumptions, that it's really getting to the point where me personally, and this is why I wanted to make this video so I could tell you guys how I'm feeling right now, I'm just kind of at the point of not giving a fuck. I have my circle of friends. I trust them with my life at this point because believe me, it's been trial and error. I trust them, and some of them are company owners, some of them are fellow creators, some of them are just subscribers. And I've trusted them. They've proven to me that they can be trusted, and that's where I want to stay. And that's really, really sad that what I came on here to do, I can no longer do because of how it is on here. And it infuriates me. And the level of abandonment and people fucking you over and backstabbing you and using you, it gets to creators. And so before you judge a creator for not writing you back or snubbing you or being snobby or talking shit about them being in a clique, you might want to think about how many times that creator has been screwed over multiple times in their time on YouTube that has made them like that. That has made them distance themselves from the best part, or what should be the best part of YouTube. And it's really sad. It's really messed up. I'm so sick of the fake people on here. I'm so sick of the money-hungry people that are on here that lie to you and make you all think that all sponsored videos are bullshit and all this, and people are just money-hungry and we do it for the money. I'm so sick of all of it, you guys. And, well, this is my passion, so I will never stop doing this until there is not a single person watching me. It makes me desensitized and numb to the best parts of what this should be. And that's why I want to fucking rant, is because I'm pissed off about it. And I think what causes a lot of problems here is that a lot of people that are on the internet, whether you're a viewer or whether you're a creator, you're on here, or this is a huge part of your life because of a mental illness, or the fact that you're just an introvert, or you don't relate to anybody in your life per se. And so there's always some kind of problems, you know, or issues or things that you have to work through personally that cause you to gravitate towards the internet, cause you to feel more accepted on the internet, or you have a really shitty life, and the only way to exhale that without any consequences is on the internet. And that causes a really bad, negative, drama-filled shitstorm because you're working with people who have mental illnesses, mental disorders, who are very angry, abused, you know, neglected. You're dealing with people who are socially awkward, you know, and you're all putting that, you know, thousands upon thousands, millions of people all together who have these issues, and it is a shitstorm waiting to happen. Okay, it's high school times a million. And there's no end to it because people can't be adults and actually talk things out when they're upset. Instead of assuming something's about you and going to that person, you make a video about them. But it's all an innuendo bullshit, so everybody's guessing, and your subscribers are left there guessing who you're talking about, and they go attack whoever they assume you're talking about. And I'm telling you guys, enough is enough. If you do this stuff, if you get involved in people's drama that's not even your own, it doesn't affect you in the least, if you assume things and run with it, if you are negative and you're angry, if you know that you've hurt somebody, try talking to them like an adult. Put your pride aside and try talking to them. Try fixing things. Try being more positive. I don't even know. I don't even know at this point, because you know what? You want to know why people rant on YouTube? Is because YouTube is a fucking war zone, and you have to get it out. That's why I say rants are healthy to do, is because if I kept this kind of feeling inside you guys, I would become a very negative, bitter, jaded person, and none of you guys would like me. I'm human. I'm a genuine human, so I'm going to have genuine feelings, and you guys mean everything to me on more of a level than money or YouTube or what YouTube can do for me or free shit. You guys, I feel like, are my friends. I'm talking to a camera right now all by myself in my room, but I know that a ton of my friends and people who relate to me are going to see this. So I talk to you guys, and I feel like if you're watching me, for the most part, you should care about my feelings, whether they're good or bad, and maybe you can relate to it as well, because this is the biggest problem on YouTube and social media, is what I'm talking about right now. So it affects everybody. So it's kind of like a group conversation where I feel like I can just sit down and I can tell you guys my feelings, whether they're negative or positive, and I won't be judged. But yet, I still am. I'm still perceived as a horrible person for sitting down and talking to you guys genuinely instead of being on here looking like a Stepford wife. And you get beat down on so many different levels on YouTube that most people quit, or most people they put up those walls and they become jaded, and then they're judged and more assumptions are made. And I just want you guys to just really hear me when I say that assuming something is the worst thing you could do about anyone. It makes an ass out of you, not them, you. So I'm sorry if this was really jumbled. It made absolutely no sense. You guys are just like, huh, sitting there scratching your head like, what the fuck was Niki's point? I'm really, really sorry. It's just so many things are bothering me right now, and I want to talk to you guys about them. I'm sorry if it's smoky. I don't know if you can see it. I've been vaping. But so many things are upsetting me and hurting me because I'm a genuine person, and I see things. You know, I lose friendships. It hurts. I get lied to. It hurts. I help people out and don't get helped out ever, and it hurts. And it's just like, lately, it seems like I'm at a standstill where I have a group of friends that I trust and I love, and I'm condemned for that too because of the whole judgment of the cliques on YouTube. And I've kind of had enough. And it's not to the point ever where I'll quit or I'll become this really bitter, cold asshole, because that won't ever happen either. But my level of trusting people is just about done. It's just about done. And I wanted you guys to know why I feel that way. Why this is such a problem for me. And why this is such a problem for so many creators. You gotta think, most bigger YouTubers have been here for years. Or if they're bigger, they've gone through everything very, very quickly that we go through in a year's time span on YouTube. They've been fucked over time after time after time. And the bigger you get, the worse it gets, you guys. So before you judge a bigger YouTuber on the fact that they don't write you back, or they don't get close to people, or they have a clique, think about maybe why they are that way, you guys. Being a YouTuber, a genuine YouTuber, is like being in a war zone, and it's gonna change you. So that is what I wanted to talk about. I'm sorry if it made absolutely no sense, but I just couldn't keep my mouth shut for one more minute. I need to explain things to you guys as to the level of most creators are not true friends, and they're constantly talking shit about each other or backstabbing each other or stirring the pot so there's more drama to talk about. I mean, there's so many reasons why creators act the way that they do that it's really hard to assume why each creator acts the way that they act, assume who they are genuinely, and at times it can really get to you. It can be really tiring, and it can make you want to walk away from YouTube. And I just wanted to get these emotions out there. I wanted to talk to you guys about them. I wanted your guys' opinions on them because this affects creators and subscribers alike. The level of the war zone that YouTube is can really change someone. It can hurt you. It can cause you to have to be a certain way that you don't want to be. And I just wanted to explain my side of that. So if you know what I'm talking about, or if you have another opinion or whatever, leave them down in the comments below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe before you leave. If you guys have any questions about what I talked about, since I made absolutely no sense, leave those down in the comments too. Thank you guys for sitting through this rambling bullshit, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.